That's silence. The broadcast is live.
Live.
We're live.
Okay. Yay. Okay, we're gonna give it like 5 seconds. You know how people take a while to join in on the chat, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for those of you already watching, thank you for jumping on to this live with us, Ean and Arnold here, and of course we're with the one and only Mr. Nigel Ng, better known to you and I as Uncle Roger, man. Yes.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Dude,
Mate,
yeah.
your content has just been like, it's just blown up. Everyone's just passing it to each other. It's awesome. And every time I try fried rice now, I can't help but to think of you. And I eat fried rice all the time.
Thanks. I'm actually become an expert in fried rice now because I've reviewed so many videos.
Yeah.
Now I can judge how good it's going to be based on the color. When it just comes on my table, I'm like, okay, this is going to be good, or it's not going to be good. So, yeah.
That's tremendous.
Nigel, you have blown up in the past year or so, right? And you know, how has this changed your life?
I don't know. I think in the past year, well, last year was also a very anomalous year, right? So I used to just do stand up. So last year during March, when the whole thing happened, I was like, oh no, I'm out of work. So I think now I can, not worry about money so much. I know I have some sort of income to get me through all this, so that is nice. But I think more importantly, it's nice to know that as a content creator, all you want is people who like your work, and then you want to keep making stuff so people watch. And to know that I have an audience, it's a good feeling for a creator.
Yeah. And you found something that's completely relatable for people of all ages. I got people like my dad and people like my nieces all watching it. Was that your intent? I mean, it's hard to sort of pick a demographic, but did you think about who would be watching it before you actually came up with the video?
Well, yeah, I've always wanted to be as universal as possible. That when I do stand up, that was the goal. But I didn't come out with the character and come out with the videos thinking that let's try to make something universal, I have a podcast, right? So a fan of the podcast sent me the initial BBC food video. And at that time I was toying around with this Uncle Roger idea already. So I was like, okay, what if Uncle Roger reviews this video? And yeah, it just blew up. And you're right, everybody of all ages, they all say hiya now. Everybody says hi, Asian people, white people, everybody says hiya to me, which is great.
And when they say hi, do they say hi, Uncle Roger, or do they?
No, they say hiya. Hiya.
Yeah. Oh, hiya. Sorry.
Yeah. So you have made hiya universal, man, just with your videos.
I know. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? So yeah, very thankful. That's my catchphrase now.
So you got over 3 million followers or subscribers on your YouTube channel, right? And like when you came back to Malaysia, do you get stopped in the streets? Like do people want to take pictures with you? I'm sure.
Yeah, and I don't mind it at all. So if you see me on the street, if you want a photo, just come out and say hi and say you want a photo. Yeah, I do get stopped a lot. And right now it's MCO, right? So when I go tapao stuff, I always get recognized. And I wonder how it would be like without MCO when I'm just in a mall somewhere, when I want Utama just walking around. I don't know what's going to happen when I get mobbed,
Yeah.
Better put on that voice. Do people expect you to speak like how Uncle Roger does when they meet you?
Sometimes they want me to do a video for them, which is depending on my time. Sometimes I'm busy trying to get somewhere, so a video might take up more time, so maybe I'll say no to that. But yeah, sometimes they want to say, can you say hiya? My brother's second cousin's birthday is tomorrow. Can you say hiya to him?
Okay, dude, in your videos, right, you poke fun at superstar celebrities like Gordon Ramsay, celebrity chefs and stuff. Have they ever hit back at you or replied to your videos and stuff?
Gordon actually, was very complimentary of his fried rice.
Yeah.
So Gordon actually tweeted at me and left a comment, which I pinned on my YouTube video.
Yeah.
So he was very nice. I haven't got to meet him in person yet. Hopefully one day.
How about Jamie Oliver?
Oliver.
Yeah,
from what I hear, he wasn't very happy about it.
But he fried rice.
Yeah, I mean, he messed it up so bad. It's such a bizarre way to mess it up too, right? Like fried rice, it's easier to get it right than to mess it up. You know what I mean? But he had tofu and then chili jam. Like how many steps you had to go through all these obscure steps to mess it up. It's like, more effort to mess it up. So it's a bit bizarre. But Jamie Oliver recently, I think just a couple days ago, he posted an ikan bakar recipe.
Yeah.
on his Instagram. So that review is coming. Let's see
All
if he can
right.
redeem himself. That's next week's video, people.
Nice.
Next Sunday, 9 days from now. Yeah.
Let's see if Jamie Oliver can redeem himself. I love it, dude. But going back to fried rice real quick, you posted up a video as well, and I saw this where they were making it in a waffle maker.
Yeah.
Oh, is this real?
Yeah, I thought that was a joke.
I don't know. I think some people try to be too creative, Just leave fried rice alone, It's perfect the way it is. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe that's a joke Instagram channel. I don't know. But I made a review on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, now we noticed that every time you're on as Uncle Roger, you've got a trademark polo tee. I think it's orange in color. I'm a bit colorblind. How many of those do you actually own?
I think I bought a pack of 5 for 10 pounds. It's like the cheapest thing I could find on Amazon, Amazon UK, and then I just bought a pack of 5. I did have Lacoste, Lacoste. They wanted to send me a few shirts, but I'm like, nah. Uncle Roger wouldn't wear any branded polos.
Yeah.
You ever try to wear any brands, and your parents would be like, how much is it? And they'll just judge you for how much money you spent.
Yeah, for sure. Uncle Roger he seems to me like he's cheap, so he wouldn't spend that kind of money. Right?
He's very cheap,
But
so
judgy.
he would.
Cheap and judgy, the best.
Cheap
kind
and
of
like all our Asian parents, right?
Yeah.
Very cheap, judgy, know it all.
Dude, but notice in your stand-up as well as obviously your character Uncle Roger, you're very proud to be Malaysian. You always mention you're from Malaysia. You always want it to be known that you're Malaysian. And this is something that I think a lot of Malaysian people have actually grown to be respectful of. Now, was it something that you planned out? Did you do are you very proud to be Malaysian?
I think, yeah. In short, yes. Proud to be Malaysian. Proud to be Asian. Sometimes in the Western world, you say Malaysia, nobody really knows where it is, right? So sometimes you just use the term Asian to make it more universal so people understand where you're coming from. But Malaysia is part of Asia, right? So a lot of our culture, a lot of our habits are a lot of other Asian people have as well. There's so many common points with people from Indonesia, people from the Philippines, like the judgy relative. People from Hong Kong, people from the Philippines, they all understand that character type.
Absolutely.
So and as someone who's living in the Western world, there are a lot of bizarre things that Westerners do that I think having an Asian lens or a Malaysian lens really helps. Sets you apart.
Yeah,
Nice.
And having said that, right, you do a lot of your stand-up sets and you talk a lot about Malaysia and stuff. Has there been a moment? Of course, you sound like us. You're very Malaysian. Has there been a moment where these Westerners may or may not have gotten your joke or understand some of the jokes that you've told? Have you been in that situation before?
Yeah. In stand-up, the way you write new jokes is you go to a new material night, you try it out. And then if it works, you keep the joke. If it doesn't work, you throw it out, rework it, whatever, right? So, yeah, there have been times where I feel they didn't get this. Why didn't they get this? So I had to maybe explain a bit more, maybe use a better example. So there are ways to get around this. And I think as a minority comic being a non-default race comic in Asian in a Western country, you it's a skill you learn. So you learn how to get people to see it from your perspective.
Right. Nice.
Okay, now a lot of YouTubers and stand-ups after they've done the YouTube and stand-up thing, they venture out and do other stuff. Is there anything else that you're gonna try? Singing, maybe ballroom dancing, Broadway?
No. Singing, just karaoke. Karaoke. Man, I wish it wasn't MCO right now. I miss what it's called, Redbox. Dude, karaoke in Asia is next level, man. Have you done karaoke in the West? It's so lame.
You mean the open room karaoke with everyone karaoke? Yeah.
Everybody sings Mr. Brightside. Oh, or Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah. It's not as fun, lah. I think when you have your own private room, you can go a little bit more crazy. But that's a story for another day, huh?
Yes.
Private room.
We remember one episode on your YouTube channel where you actually went back to the restaurant you used to work at, and I think the lady who was the owner, she said that your fried rice wasn't that great. How's your recipe now? Like, how's your fried rice cooking now?
My fried rice. I mean, she says it was great for a home cook. I
Yeah,
think I
okay.
know the video you're talking about, and also
Yeah.
compared to her, she's she worked at a Michelin star restaurant before, so of course
Yeah.
and she's properly trained, so of course it's not gonna be as good as hers. But I think I made it, I tasted it, and it actually tasted really good. I think the key is I made the fried rice with like chicken rice.
Yeah.
So I fried the rice using that rice, and already you can't fail. You can't fail if you're using chicken rice to make fried rice from. You
Right.
can't fail. It's gonna taste good already, even without anything else.
Are
So
you
it
gonna
actually
critique
tasted
that?
good.
Are you gonna critique your own fried rice at some point?
Ooh, maybe.
Would love
Yeah.
to see that.
Well, Nigel, we don't want to take up too much of your time. We just want to say thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
course.
As soon as we saw the article, someone wrote an article about you coming back to Malaysia to visit your mom. Is that really the
We gotta
truth?
get him.
Yeah. It's Chinese New Year, right? So
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So, what are your plans for Chinese New Year? Really quickly before you go.
Yeah, where are you gonna be? Give us the location so we can. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Try to spend as much time as with my family as possible, and avoid giving out ang paos.
I think you got a long way to go before you get to give out ang paos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to. So my dad is a huge fan. He watches a lot of your videos, and my dad's name is Roger actually. So
Oh, really?
He keeps saying to me, "Can you tell him that I'm the original Uncle Roger?"
See, my dad says the same thing. Like now that I've got a bit of success, he takes credit. Like like he's like, oh, the belt phone case. I wear belt phone case one. You see, he copied me one. Everybody copied me one.
That's great, man. Dude, keep doing what you're doing, Nigel. Appreciate it very, very much, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for getting Malaysia's name out there, man. You're one of the dudes. You, Henry Golding, are like leading the.
Yeah,
And so.
Well,
for sure.
yeah, I think he's doing a bit more. He's good. He's good. Just a good-looking
the
guy. Just
same
make
level,
silly
bro.
videos
Come
on
on.
YouTube.
Don't be so modest, okay? Nigel, happy Chinese New Year. Kong Hei Fat Choi.
Thank you. Gong Hei Fat Choi. Happy Chinese New Year, everybody. Thanks for listening.
See you soon, buddy.